Hello there, I'm Ligaya from Boost Chemistry Revision and welcome to this video on how to design an effective revision timetable quickly. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 key elements to include in an effective and personalised revision timetable. And if you don't want to make your own revision timetable from scratch, then watch to the end of the video where I'll be sharing with you a link to my free, ready-made, customisable 3-week timetable. If this is your first time on this channel, then welcome. We're a group of qualified and experienced teachers providing you with tutorials and revision tips to help you with your A-level chemistry revision. Having said that, this particular video can be applied to any subject and any level of study, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into making this timetable. Step 1. List all of the subjects that you need to revise. Or if you're just studying one subject, then list all of the topics within that subject that you need to study. Step 2. Rank those subjects in order of difficulty. Give them an actual number to show number 1 is the most difficult subject that you have to study. This ranking is important as it will link to a later step on how you allocate your time. Step 3. Set your hours. How many hours are you going to spend revising? This could be how many hours in one day or how many hours in one week. It's important to know how much time you're going to have in order to later allocate your time. How many hours you plan to study will be completely personal to you. How old you are, how well you concentrate, how soon your exam is, but make sure that you do set the amount of time you're going to spend revising, as this will help you to stick to your plan later on. Step 4. Now that you've decided how many hours you're going to spend, it's time to allocate what you're going to spend your time on. So go back to your rankings and make sure that you allocate the most amount of time to your more difficult subjects and the least amount of time to your easier subjects. It's natural to be tempted to start with the subjects that you enjoy the most, but unless the subjects that you enjoy are also the most difficult subjects, then try not to fall into that trap. Otherwise, you may end up spending a lot of your revision time studying things you already know, rather than taking the time to challenge yourself and work on the things that you need to work on. Step 5. Schedule in breaks. You may not realise it, but breaks are really important for studying. Not just for physical and practical functions like eating, drinking, going to the toilet, exercising, and most importantly, sleeping, but your brain needs the time to stop and digest what you've just been revising, and your revision will be much more effective if you schedule in those breaks to allow your brain time to digest the information you've just taken in. So make sure you schedule in lots of short breaks in regular intervals. If you'd like more information about this or tips on how to stay focused during your study, then make sure you leave me a comment below. Step 6 is variety. Make sure you mix things up. If you've got 8 hours to study in your day, don't spend the entire day studying just organic mechanisms. Your brain will get tired or fatigued. Remember, your brain needs breaks, and those can be complete breaks like going outside for a walk, or it could just be putting down your chemistry books and picking up your biology, maths, English or French books instead. On top of that, you'll most likely find it easier to focus on one subject for 30 minutes or an hour maybe, rather than for 2 or 3 hours at a time. So make sure you mix things up. And finally, step 7. Now's the time to try your best to stick to your plan. Tick off the sessions as you go if you find that useful. It may also give you a sense of accomplishment, like you've done what you've set out to do. Having said that, don't stress too much if you can't stick to your plan completely. You do need to use your judgment and be flexible. Let's say you're in the middle of a long exam question and you just need an extra 5 or 10 minutes to finish. Don't feel like you need to stop right there and then. Just take the time to finish the session and its natural endpoint and be flexible and adjust later on. So that's it. Those are my 7 key elements to making an effective and personalised revision timetable. I hope you found them useful and that you go on to make a good revision timetable for yourself. However, as I said at the beginning, if you'd rather not start from scratch and making your own revision timetable, or if you're worried about procrastinating your actual revision to make your revision timetable, then you're in luck. I've got a free, ready-made and customisable timetable that you can copy and edit to suit your needs. Just go to my website boostrevision.com and go to the resources tab to download that revision timetable today. I'll also put a link in the description. If you do use a ready-made timetable or make your own revision timetable from scratch using this advice, then I'd love for you to share it with me on social media at Boost Revision on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. If you liked this video, then please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos, then please consider subscribing with notifications to be the first to know when the next video comes out. If you've got any comments, suggestions or video requests, then please let me know below. Thank you very much for watching and see you again soon.